Hi, we are back again. Let's start a new subject. Especially we call them how to organize subject-verb agreement, especially when we write a sentences, maybe grammatically has to be correct. For example, we call them subject and verb agreement. For example, when we have singular subject, the verb has to be singular, same. Or maybe when you have subject is plural subject, then the verb also has to be plural. For example, the United States is a powerful country. If we look here, we consider United States, there are more than, I think, 51 states, but we consider as a one, singular, we say a powerful country. Same thing with the Philippines. Even we see S in the end for both, for Philippines and then United States, but we consider as a singular. We say is an Asian country. For example, same thing here. Sears is a giant company in Canada. Same thing here. Mathematics is not an easy subject for many students. 7 hours. If you look here again, we have S, but consider 1. It's not enough for an infant. 3 and 3. Even we have two names, we say is 6. Or sometimes we say 3 and 3 equals 6. 2 plus 3 is 5. We consider all this as one action. The other reason we make a singular. If you look here, those soccer players, we're talking about those soccer players as individual. Then we say or from Brazil. We say the police, we consider police as plural because we're not talking about one police. Then we have to say the police officer. Then we say the police have been searching for survivors. Here is plural. Then the police, because it's a plural, then the verb has to be plural. Here those soccer players are plural, then the verb has to be plural. For example, cattle, plural, subject, then verb is plural. Say cattle are domestic animals. Here interesting, we say English is an international language. Same thing here, we say the English. Drink, we don't say drinks, because when we talk about the English, it means we talk about the people who speaks English, or English is their native language, or people they live in an English country. We say the English drink, because we consider plural. This is also plural verb. Drink coffee more than tea. Chinese is spoken worldwide. Singular verb. But here is the same Chinese, but we say the Chinese. I mean people of China, or people Chinese who live in China or anywhere. We say have many historic sites for visitors. We consider this is plural. Same thing here, make a plural verb. The poor is plural. Then we make a verb as a plural. Endless problems. Here is interesting. My brother works in a factory. Because singular, then we make the verb in a singular. Then here we say my brothers work in a factory, because we're talking about more than one brother. Here more interesting, we say my cousin and my sister. Two people, two group. Then we say work in a factory. Here we have another one. My cousin, brother and sister work in a factory. But the interesting thing is here. Every child, comma, boy and girl needs love, because we're talking here every child. Then another sentence is every boy, then and every girl needs love. That is, we make them singular. Consider all of this like talking individual, as here gonna be needs love. Each boy and girl, same thing here. Each boy, because we have a comma, if you remember, we say here when you have a comma between and this is different, because we're talking here, this is different as we are talking about this. We say each boy is welcome to the party, or you could say each girl is welcome to the party. Sometimes in English we make a contraction, we make it our sentences shorter. That book on the football teams is well edited, because here the subject is not this. You have to be careful. The subject is the book I'm talking about. If we look here, the projects in that magazine are interesting. Here the project is the subject, and then we have to make it are interesting. We look here, Azad as well as my cousins likes Chinese food. We talk about Azad, then about as well as my cousins, because here Azad is the subject, but this is a phrase in between the two subjects, between the subject and the verb. Then we say Azad likes Chinese food. Then as well as my cousins, then we're gonna have different because the verb is not here. We go to this one. My friends as well as my father, because the subject is my friends. You have to be careful. Like Chinese food. We look here. The novel I bought for my parents was interesting. The subject is the novel, okay, not my parent. You have to be a little careful here. And also look here. The novelists I bought for Sarah were interesting. The subject, same thing here as the plural, novels. Then we have to make the verb plural. And then we look here. Some of the magazine is interesting. Singular, then singular verb. Then we go here. Some of the magazines. Magazines is the subject, is plural. Then you have to make the verb or plural. A lot of equipment is old, because equipment is considered a singular. Then you make it singular here. A lot of my classmates, we got classmate is the subject, plural. Then we have to make it or. Partying right now, that's the complement or the continue the sentences. 1/3 of the money, because we know money is a singular. Then we put S for him. 1/3 of the books, but books are considered a plural. Then we say are for him. One of my classmates, we're talking about one, it's a singular, then the verb has to be singular. Then same thing here. Each of my classmates is here. We have each. Then we're talking about singular, it should be singular verb. Every one of my classmates was here. Every one is a singular. Then we have to make a singular verb. Then no one of the girls was there, because no one is a singular. Then we have to make the verb singular. Then look in here. The number of the players and the team is 11, because we're talking the number, it means it's singular. then we have to make the verb a singular. But we say a number of players. A number of players were late for the practice. Then here I have a number, I mean a group of players, it means more than one players were late. Then this is plural, then have to make the verb also plural in order to make it a sentences. Okay, thank you very much. It was a short classes for today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.